Cheers, boys. Here's to week 9, Sunday's Finest, Fantasy Football League. And we'll pour out a little bit for John, who, while you had high score in the league this week, sat through the Giants v. Rams live in Giant Stadium in the rain. So, pour out a little for you. All right, so we'll pick it up right there. John, new guy, high score, 116 to Joe's 83. John with the bye week pickup of Tyrod Taylor worked out with 30 points for him. I had T.Y. Hilton. Apparently the Texans didn't take tackling school this week because they forgot to touch T.Y. and he got up and ran for an 80-yard touchdown after he was totally whiffed on. So he had 33 points. Had Hopkins, 14 points. Cardinals D, 13 points. Carlos Hyde, 12 points. It had 116 points with 0 points out of your tight end. So, and only 4 points kicker, 3 points from another receiver, and 7 points from one of your running backs. So, yeah, your team went off. So, congrats. Joe, rough week. Your two best running backs, same bye week, so that's always rough. Wentz, 31 points. Alshon Jeffrey hooking up with him for 20 points. Tyreek Hill, 13 points. And then after that, it's not good. You had 1 point out of your kicker, 4 points out of your defense. Jimmy Graham got hurt and only had 5 points. Cooper Kupp, 5 points. And then your running backs combined for a total of 4 points. So, yeah, you had a rough week with bye weeks and everything. So, good win for John, tough loss for Joe. And move on to the next highest scoring team, which was Miller facing Winston. Not even sure we should really talk about this game, but we will. Miller took down the win, clearly, 114 to 64. I don't know. At this point, I don't know if Winston's. Are you just giving up on the season or what's going on? Because it's sad. It really is sad to see a fantasy stalwart like yourself, sir, fall this far. I'm not sure what's going on. So we had Miller with Matthew Stafford going off, 27 points. Todd Gurley, 21 points. Marvin Jones Jr., 24 points. Demaryius Thomas, 13 points. And then everybody else chipped in for at least 5 points or more. So, solid day for you. Left a few points on the bench, not that many. You did trade for Jay Ajayi, but did not play him, so just throw that out there. And Winston, yeah, your Bucks connection is not working for you, bro. Jameis Winston knocked out, 2 points. Mike Evans, a whole 1 point. Your running backs did do decent. Christian McCaffrey finally did something, 14 points. AP all day, 15 points. Ted Ginn Jr., 11 points. Tyler Lockett only 1 point, though. Delaney Walker, 7. Eagles, D, 8. And your kicker got 5. Marshawn Lynch on your bench with 17 points. So that's, pretty much it. You were on a bye week mass exodus, but still, you're not looking good, my friend. So, good win for Miller. Tough loss for Winston. Then we had, next highest scoring team was myself, 106 to Chuck's 98. This was pretty close for most of the day. We both had some quality players going off. With myself, Alex Smith, 22 points. Alvin Kamara, 24 points. Robert Woods, nice pickup by me, if I must say, and I do. 20 points. And against John's Giants, by the way, who suck balls right now. And I mean big, hairy, dirty balls. And then Travis Kelce, 13 points. Had a decent day overall. Chuck, you had Dak go off 29, Zeke go off 15, and Jaguars D 13. Everybody else was single digits. So that was a rough one. I mean, you had some bye weeks going on, so it happens. You did leave Jared Goff on your bench. He had 10 more points than Zeke, but that's a tough call. I mean, you would think you were talking all that shit between you and John, you would have played the quarterback going against his team just so you could rub it in. I mean, 10 points, you win because, 106-98. I won by 8 points, 10 points, and you do win. Just saying. But thanks for not doing that because I appreciate it. Thank you. So, good win for me. Tough loss for you. And we'll move on to the next highest scoring team was actually, hold your breath, everybody. This one's going to be a shocker. In a turn of events, which I don't think anybody saw this coming, especially not DC, Nate brings down a win, 105 to DC's 66. I don't know which is more shocking, Nate's 105 or DC's 66. It's a coin flip at this point. I would say it's DC's 66, but some of you may argue it's Nate's 105. So, Nate, you had Russell Wilson, 26, Golden Tate, 13, Robbie Anderson, 10, Jared Cook, 14, Rams, D, 11, your kicker, 17 points. Nicely done. Probably could have had a little more. DeMarco Murray got injured. Your boy Michael Crabtree didn't really do shit for you. DC, oof, rough week for you, my friend. You had bye weeks, so you were missing Gronk. Was your biggest one, but for some reason, I mean, it's matchup based. I get it. You're playing the Bills versus your Jets because you think the Bills are gonna do good, but seriously, you sat the Seahawks defense. They got you 11 points there. I mean, that's a decent swing since the Bills had -3, but still wouldn't have won you the game. Let's see, who else? I mean, overall, your team just shit the bed this week, more or less. You had, Ryan with 23, then you had Kareem Hunt. Oof. Great pick for the first 4 weeks. Since then, though, bro, I'm not doing so hot. Lamar Miller, 8 points. Fitzy, 7. Sterling Shepard, 7. Will Fuller, 3. You picked up Vernon Davis. He got you 7. So I guess that's not a bad fill-in, but still, it's only 7 points. Bills defense, -3, 9 for your kicker, Justin Tucker. I mean, just terrible overall week. So, Nate, good win. That puts you solidly not in last place anymore. DC, tough loss. You're still tied for first, I believe. And last game of the week, we had... Oh, the Bangkok boys. Sorry, I almost forgot about those two. You had apparently they got violated over in Thailand somewhere. Found out the meaning of Bangkok. Clearly, they were not briefed foregoing. It's their own fault. They have no one to blame but themselves. And Travis, by some act of whoever, taking down the win 81-61. I'm not sure if you could call it a great win. I think it's just a win. As I try to stall as my browser reloads for some fucking reason. So yeah, we're doing that. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if we really need to discuss this. It's the fucking most underwhelming game of the week. 81-61. It's not really anything to talk about. I think both of them had bye weeks, but I think both of them punted on the week because they're going to be out of the country and didn't really check their lineups to solidify their winning or losing because of the time difference and whatever the fuck else. They were getting violated by lady boys or something. I don't know. I would go with that if that was my inclination. Fucking hell. Really? So, yeah, I was going to do the standings, but my browser is shitting the bed. Let's see if I can reload that shit and possibly do the standings for this week. If not, oh well. Alright, dead air time. Great. Try to pull it up on my phone. So, pull up the app. And standings, here we go. You had Miller moves to 6-3, DC 6-3, Joe 6-3, Travis to 5-4, myself to 5-4, Chuck to 4-5, John to 4-5, Craig to 4-5, Nate 3-6, not in the cellar anymore. Good for you. And Winston, it's a rough year for you, my friend. 2-7. I don't. Well, actually, I shouldn't say I don't know when the last time. I think the year that you drafted Jarius Norwood in the end of the first round of one of our drafts might have been one of the years that you were like 1-something or 2-something. Just saying, just throwing that out there. So scoreboard. Let's see what we got for matchups in week 10. Have myself versus Craig, and I am in bye week hell. So I'm not even gonna talk about the projected score there. You have Travis going against Winston. Oof, Winston in dire need of a win. Right now it's wow, Winston must be in bye week hell. He's only projected at 47 points. Then you have DC versus John, with DC only projected at 61 points, so not a good thing. Then we have Joe versus Nate. Always an interesting matchup. Joe's only projected at 55 points, though, so not a good thing. And lastly, Chuck versus Miller. So 102-89 in that one. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting week, to say the least. All right, boys. So, congrats to all the winners. And suck it to all the losers. And good luck to everybody except for... Who am I playing? Craig. Oh, Craig. Mr. owes $4.20 and got violated in Thailand, apparently. Hopefully, hey, ice packs. Put ice packs on your butt, Greg. Okay? Just saying. Maybe that'll help with whatever the hell happened to you over in Thailand. All right. Cheers, boys. Hopefully, everybody's good. Good luck to everybody except for Craig, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.